Welcome back, fellow coders. Jared O'Leary here with Boot Up. This video I'm going to show you how you can make it your sprite catcher game a little bit harder by adding in a sprite movement. So first thing I did is I created a new function. I just called it sprite movement. And what I want it to do is I want the sprite to forever turn a little bit. So let's say turn this way, and we're going to make it random so it can turn left or right. Go in. And we're going to say minus 10 and 10. That sounds good. And then we're going to have it move. So maybe move not 10 steps, but like 2 steps. And if it goes to the edge, it's going to bounce. So now this code is going to make this sprite move around, and it's just going to turn, move in that direction, and then bounce if it touches the edge. In order to get it to run this code, I need to put it at the very beginning, use a broadcast. So I'm going to say, hey, I want you to start the sprite movement before this forever loop. So when we start it, now when our sprite fades in and fades out, it should be moving around just like that. Excellent. So that code is working great. Now if we want, if we've got a high score that we're keeping, so we're keeping track of our number of sprites caught, we can actually use some code to determine how fast it moves, as well as whether or not it moves right away or moves later. So let me show you both of those. So the first one, we're going to say, I'm going to need these 2 blocks in a moment. We're going to say only move if our score is greater than like 2. So if the number of sprites is caught is 3, then it's going to start moving. However, if it's not going to start moving. So let me press the green flag. So our sprites caught is 0. Click once. Okay, 2. Once I get it to 3, now it starts moving because of this code. Now, what we can also do is we can add in a thing right here that says, hey, move about as fast as the number of sprites caught divided by, and then another number, like 3. So now when it gets to a higher number, like let's say our score is 10, now it's going to move faster, and when it keeps increasing, like let's say by 5, it's going to move even faster because of this right here. So higher number moves faster. If it's back down to 0, it's going to stop moving. Okay, so I just kind of threw a lot at you right there. So we created a sprite movement. It's going to turn randomly, and it's only going to move if the number of sprites is greater than 2. So if it's like 3 or higher. And then we added this combination right here that says move sprites caught divided by 3. So that's going to make it so that as the number gets bigger, it's going to move faster, which makes it a lot harder. So it's a progressively challenging game.